Isaac Newton, the great English scientist and mathematician, was working at late night at his home house. By that time, he discovered what is gravity and number of laws of physics and theories on mathematics. Now he was concentrating deeply on some of his unfinished work. His pet dog, Diamond, was sleeping peacefully at his feet. Suddenly, Diamond jumped off onto the table, madly ran after an insect and hit the burning candle. Immediately the candle drops on piles of papers where research work of last 20 years is being put. Immediately it caught on fire and within an hour it burnt into ashes. Remember, on that time there were no computers, no hard drives. Just imagine what was the reaction of Sir Isaac Newton. Angry, furious, shouting? No. He very peacefully, calmly patted his dog Diamond and told, "Thanks Diamond, to help me to destroy all my mistakes and help me to start a fresh new beginning." Very good evening fellow Toastmasters and all guests. We are presenting an all new concept of excellence. Brilliance, excellence, distinction, merits does not depend only on creation, but it equally depends on destruction and detachment and moving forward. Let me clearly explain you. Destruction doesn't mean that you set fire on your own house and enjoy it from outside. Wow, I'm quite similar like Sir Isaac Newton. No. The inherent meaning of that very effective people in this art, in this universe, can concentrate on something, they can create something, and when they are done, they can deconcentrate and detach from that and can move forward. Mediocre people, on the other hand, they also achieve some success, they also create something, but they do also create a comfort zone around that and they cannot come out from that. As a result, mediocre people achieve very few success in life. So, to achieve big highs of life, we need to destroy few things in life. 1, our comfort zone, 2, our ego, and 3, our status quo. The living things is distinguished from a dead thing by the multiplicity of changes it can create today. Always remember, success is always a journey and it will be. Whenever you are feeling that you have reached somewhere destination, you have to find out a new journey and you have to set forth. That's the life. For an example, if I ask you, just name last 5 Android version released by Google or last 5 model name of Samsung smartphones, many of you probably will be able to answer that because they are so recent, coming one after another. Whenever one model, one software version is very successful, immediately the second one came. And at that time, the sales of successful model hampers, but Google and Samsung has created better impact in the heart of consumers. They have created the entire brand value. On the other hand, the biggest handset maker Nokia could not destroy their comfort zone on time and later on they destroyed themselves. Nokia does not exist today. Number 2, ego. When this kind of comfort zones happens in the mind, it creates an ego. And ego is the attachment to the wrong image of ourselves. I'll quote the example of very famous movie you all know, 3 Idiots. The great principal Viru Sahasrabuddhe was a great man, was really qualified man, of in-depth knowledge on engineering, a very disciplined lifestyle, and he could write on both hands as well. But at the end of the day, he just became a non-effective teacher because he could not destroy his ego on right time. He told Rancho, "I am teaching engineering for last 30 years. How dare you to tell me how to do it better?" And Rancho just showed a better way to do it. Later on the story, we have seen that the circumstances and situation made Mr. Viru Sahasrabuddhe to accept his defeat. If he had destroyed his ego on the right time, he probably had been a winner. 3. The status quo. It's very important. Status quo can be of two types. One is positional and one is mental, completely inside. For the positional, we all know the great Indian entrepreneur, N.R. Narayan Murthy, the top boss of Infosys. He left Infosys. He came out of Infosys when Infosys was at his top position, was doing excellent, and he was living life as an individual. Later on, after a few years, when Infosys faced some business setback, he rejoined and again contributed something. So the matter of fact is, the very effective people on earth can change their status quo, their positional, functional status quo whenever they want, and can rejoin as per the need arises. Let's come to the mental status quo. It is even more important because we as an individual have to play many roles. We have to become a professional, we have to be a business person, we have to be a family person, parent, a spouse. There are many examples, the people who are very successful in their professional life, but their relationship broke because they could not destroy their status quo, their professional status quo when they are interacting with the family, when they are a spouse, when they are a parent. I will quote example of two amazing ladies on that. One is Sheryl Sandberg, the global CEO of Facebook, and another is Mary Kom, the great boxer from India. Both have climbed up at very high, much faster than others, and both are the great family person, mother, and a very, very stable family they have. In one interview, Sheryl Sandberg said, "I don't carry my status quo of a global CEO when I am back home as a mother and a wife." And in one interview, Mary Kom said, "I don't carry my status quo of a lovely mother and wife when I'm in my boxing ring." So ladies and gentlemen, it is the high time you identify your comfort zone, your ego, your status quo, which are making you stuck and stagnant. Destroy them and move forward. Over to you.